Hey, what's up guys? So I'm back with another video after a long time. And this is gonna be kind of like an intellectual video where I actually talk about a bit of my philosophy, one of my thoughts. So in case you didn't notice, I just changed the background because having the same background in every single video is not fun. It's boring for you and it's also boring for me. It's kind of like 3 p.m. It's 2 p.m. actually, and I just woke up. It's Ramadan, so I wake up late. And I wanted to make this video because I have a lot of things going on in my life right now. And I could make videos on them. Especially, I've been talking about making a vlog for as long as this channel exists. But I never really got to put together that vlog. And I'm really hoping that I do because I have a lot of clips. I can make a vlog, and you know what, I'm gonna make it very soon. There's so many things that I'm busy with right now. There's so many things that I need to do, and especially this Ramadan, since it's my first year in university, I have so many iftar parties and so many invitations. Alright, so let's talk about something that I have been wanting to talk about for a long time, and it's one of my philosophies. So I'm not really a philosopher, and I don't really believe in studying philosophy for the sake of studying philosophy. I believe that when we as people go through life, we learn certain aspects of philosophy and we adopt certain philosophies, right? And I think that is the truest form of philosophy. And that is better than just sitting there and just learning different philosophical theories and stuff like that. I think that is a waste of time. Your life should not be guided through philosophy. Rather, your philosophy should be guided through your life, right? So you should live your life, let that life guide your philosophy. I'm not really a philosophy guy, but there are some things that I truly believe in and some things that I live by, and you have to as a human, because every single one of us, no matter how neutral you are, there are some takes that you believe in that you truly believe in. So I wanted to talk about the cost of being mediocre, or the cost of being exceptional. So what is the cost of being exceptional? So there's this beautiful uh, speech or letter by Jeff Bezos. It was his final letter as the CEO of Amazon to his. It was like a conference, the final conference. It was like in 2020, in which he wrote this beautiful letter. It's so. In this letter, he basically quoted a research about how animals always fight against nature to be alive, right? So let me explain it. So basically, we are animals, we humans and everything. So when we die, what happens? When we die, we basically become one with nature, right? Our flesh, our bones, everything decays and mixes with nature. Our body temperature also becomes one with the nature, right? So when we die, what happens is that we become one with nature. So basically, dying is being one with nature. So living is being different from nature, it's being exceptional. How do we become exceptional, and how do we differentiate ourselves from nature? We create hate, we can move, we can actively do things that stop us from being one with nature, right? And those things require effort. So that means that to be different is to be alive. And to be alive or to be different requires effort, right? And that's exactly what this video is about. Although this study was clearly scientific and it had no, Jeff kind of explained it in a way that it clearly resonates with us as humans and entrepreneurs. How can we apply this to our life? So let's say you're an entrepreneur, right? So this study clearly shows that to be different, you need to put effort, right? And so there's a funny thing. All of my life and all of your life, we've been told to be exceptional, to be different from everyone else, and to be yourself. And to be yourself. But one thing people do not understand is being yourself is not free. And being yourself does not come freely. It's not something that, okay, I'm going to be myself and you're just going to be yourself without any effort. It takes effort to be yourself. Why? Because the universe always wants you to make one with it. Just like how when you die, the universe, you become one with the nature. The universe always wants you to be mediocre. It always wants you to be normal. And it's scientifically normal to do so. Think about it. I think we all know about heat death, right? So so it's basically the universe dying because of what's it called again? I forgot science stuff, but there's this delta thing in science basically. So basically, it's a scientific thing where the heat death of the universe happens. Ever since Big Bang, the universe is trying to reach equilibrium, and that equilibrium is kind of counted as the death of the universe. So is the equilibrium of the animal with the nature counted as death. So we can kind of see that mediocrity or equilibrium or being one with nature is death. The nature, the universe will always pull you towards it and try to make you one with it, try to make you mediocre, try to create an equilibrium with you. And that's how science works. That's how the world has been working. That's how nature works. And that's how we as human and our society works too. And that's why we always see that people always tend to go in the middle. Right? That's why we always go by the social norms, and that's why we always try to get other people's approval. So most of us, most of the people around us, we end up being normal people, having a 9 to 5 job and doing things that we don't want, but just to get paid, and then having children, taking care, and just living a mediocre life. And people do this not because they want to do it, but the universe conspires them to do so, because the universe wants people to be in equilibrium. It wants people to be mediocre, and that's why people end up doing so. And the problem with that is that we've always been told to be ourselves and be different from others, especially our generation. We've always been told to be different from other people. But the problem with that is being different always requires effort, because it's nature to always because nature always calls you into equilibrium. To fight against it, you need an immense amount of willpower and strength. People expect to be exceptional. People expect a life where they're not mediocre, they're better than others, but they don't put in more effort than other people. They expect a life of exceptionality when they live a life of mediocrity. That's the problem with our current society, and that I think that's the reason why ambitious people stay mediocre, because they don't put in the effort they need to. And I think that's a very important thing for people to understand. If you want something exceptional in life, your efforts must also be exceptional. Alright, so the next video will hopefully be a vlog. I'm gonna upload it. I'm not gonna promise, but I really hope it's gonna be the vlog. I'm gonna start editing the vlog right now. I have another iftar party today, and then I'm also working on my own business. We have 4 partners, so basically 4 of us are working on a business, and it's gonna be actually, if it works, it's gonna be a revolutionary idea, and I'm gonna be the next I don't know, fucking Jeff Bezos, maybe, at least in Bangladesh. I can make a lot of money from this opportunity. So I'm working for it, and we'll see what happens. Alright? Goodbye.